All right, now we're going to take a look at how to memorize that first quadrant. What you're going to do is trace out your hand as best as you can on this paper. Okay, so you might need to make your hand a little bit smaller, but just for a rough sketch. So you now know the theory and know how to calculate it, but it might just be a little bit faster for you to memorize it. So if you draw an X and Y axis, where your thumb is the Y axis and your little pinky is your X axis, okay, that's going to be the origin, 0, 0. All right, now you've drawn your hand. Your first finger is going to be 30 degrees, second 45, next one 60. That's going to be 0, and of course the y-axis is 90 degrees. In terms of radians, again, pi over 6, pi over 4, pi over 3, and pi over 2 for 90. Starting from the y-axis, here's how you memorize it. The denominator goes 2, then 3, then 4, then 6. It skips 1, okay? Just so that you know how to memorize it, okay? Now, this is what you need to know. It's going to be a fraction bar. You're going to have a radical on the top and over 2 on the bottom. And you're going to understand why in just a second. All right, let's find the x-axis. What you're going to do is take your pinky and fold it over. Okay, fold it over. How many fingers do I have on the left? 4. Right? You're going to put that 4 in the blank spot under the radical. So I'll do it on a sheet of paper. You don't write this down, just listen. So radical 4 over 2. Well, what's radical 4? 2. 2 over 2 is 1. Right? So that's x is 1. Your right-hand side is going to be your y, and there's no fingers on the right, so that's 0. Take your second finger. On the left is 3, so put that under the radical. That does not simplify, so the x value is radical 3 over 2. On the right, you have 1 finger, so put that in the radical, 1, and that simplifies to 1/2. That's your y-axis. So your left is your x, your right is your y. And that one I have 2 on my left. Put that in the radical, doesn't simplify, so that's just radical 2 over 2 for the x. For the y, my right-hand side is the same thing. All right, fold the next finger. I have 1, so put that in the radical. Does that simplify? It does, to 1/2. And then for the y-axis, for the y value, count the right-hand side. That's 3 of them. Put that under the radical, and that does not simplify, so it's radical 3 over 2. For the y-axis, there's nothing on the left, so that's 0. And then on the right, I have 4. So again, put that in the radical. So radical 4 divided by 2, which is going to be 2 over 2, which is going to be 1. Again, you're just copying down the coordinates. Don't worry about the scratch work. But that's how you do the left-hand short rule. So you'll see the values are exactly the same. The only way to truly master this is to practice. Keep drawing your left hand and doing all of the points and see if you can get them.